Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Real Hazardous. Today we're going through our boat improvement series. We got this 21.7 Blazer Bay, sight unseen. We've been going through making some improvements, fixing some things, getting it up to par, so to speak. Today we're going to talk about the engine. See, a little while ago we were fishing and we had some engine issues, so we had to go through, try to fix some things. It felt like it was low on power, and I thought it was overpropped. Turns out some other issues, so we're going to talk about that and how we fixed it. And right now we're going to do our test run. I think we got it all fixed, so we're going to drive it, see how it goes, and then get into the details, so stay tuned. All right, let's see how this bad boy does.
You got the go back on this one.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, you can definitely tell the motor is running right, sounds right, jumped up on plane quick. We got to a top speed of just over 46 miles per hour. So I think it's pretty good for almost a 22-foot boat with 150 on it. I think the max for this boat's at 200, so you could definitely get in the 50s. But it just felt good. Motor sounded good, had good power. What was happening before is that when we first got it, and there was a big group of us, and I was like, okay, it's just slow to get up, a lot of people. But then even when there was just a couple, it was just slow to get on plane, and it took a couple trips to really get a feel, because it was a new boat. You didn't know if it was just the boat, the setup, whatever. But my first initial reaction was when the RPM gauge was working. I noticed we weren't getting up to the specified RPMs. Maybe 4,000-ish RPMs, and a motor like this should be getting around 5,500. So my first thought was, it's overpropped, right? Too big of a prop, can't spin enough RPMs. But then one trip we were going out shrimping, and I had it set cruising. All of a sudden it surged, it started kicking in power, and that made me think, okay, this engine has a lot more power, and something's keeping it from happening. First thing we thought is let's clean everything out. We cleaned out the water filter cleaned out the water filter separator, and then there's a filter in the motor we replaced. We went through the lines, tried to clean that out, went through the fuel lines, anything that might be keeping it from getting fuel. We had a similar issue with our HPDIs once, and the HPDIs and some other motors have something called like a shift interrupt switch, meaning when it's in idle, only 4 out of the 6 cylinders will be running. When you put it in gear, all 6 engage. On our old motor, that switch had gone bad and we weren't getting full power. Thought that may have been the case with this motor, but this particular motor doesn't have that, so that wasn't it. Ultimately, we took it to a mechanic and he cleaned out the carbs. Doesn't take much, he said. He cleaned out the carbs, and now it's running good. For those of you with boats who are looking to get a boat, probably one of the worst things for an engine is to just let it sit. Right, letting a motor sit, just not good. Stuff gets dirty, clogged. Engines are meant to be run, and they should be run. Only other worst thing I can think of is not taking care of your oil. No oil, old oil. Oil is very important to a motor too. But we got it up and running now. It's running good, so pretty excited. We're gonna keep running it, running on a regular basis. Use it, catch some fish, and keep on our improvements. Hope this information helps you guys. If you got a motor with similar issues, not getting power, I would say clean the filters, replace them, maintenance it is often the easiest way to fix it, and if worst case, you're gonna have the carbs cleaned out, whether you or a mechanic does it. If you guys got any other questions, just comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time on Real Hazardous.